Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Just checking to see if everybody can hear me pretty good. You might hear a double talk too as well. All right, good deal. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? I know that this is like a sudden live that we're doing right now, and for some of you that might be tuning in a little late, um, if you're tuning in like at 9:20ish or whatever like that, you are pretty much late to this live. I know it seems kind of random, but I just had to do it. Man, y'all, it's been some craziness. Woo! All this week. It's been bittersweet. Let me just say that it's been bittersweet. We've had some bittersweet stuff that happened, but I'm not gonna get into that. I might get into a little later on, especially those of you that are part of my Patreon. But y'all, it's been crazy, crazy, crazy. But I'm celebrating 23 years of being married to my beautiful, lovely, feminine, soft-spoken, gentle wife of mine. And a brother was kind of smooth with it. She got a new ring, a whole new ring set. I bought her, y'all, a whole new ring set. And I was smooth with it. We was out of town, staying in a nice hotel, met some people at the casino. If you're watching this right now, y'all know who y'all are, who I met at the casino. Jerry and Steve and y'all friend. Met y'all at the casino. We had a really good conversation. Don't mind talking to people that follow my channel, people that come up and shake your hand and show you support. So again, I might do this throughout this video thus far. Jerry and Steve, shout out to you two for the awesome conversation we had. You guys are up there from Joliet. In case some of y'all friends are like, you didn't meet him, you didn't talk with him. Yes, I did. Talk with Jerry and Steve up from Joliet. Matter of fact, because I'm such an in-tune person, I pay attention and I listen. Or Steve Orlando has the insurance company that he owns up there in Joliet. And then Jerry has a construction company he owns up there. Told you I pay attention. So again, shout out to Steve and Jerry, who I met at the casino. But anyway, what I was gonna tell you guys is that my wife, I did something smooth. I got her a new set, diamond ring, halo, blah, 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 blah. And this particular type of ring, it comes in a box. Then when you raise up the box has a LED light in it that shines down on the ring. So when she woke up this morning, because today is actually the day that me and my wife have been married 23 years today. Yeah, whoop, 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 23 years married today. Anyway, when my wife went to, I went to use the bathroom this morning. You know how it is, curtains closed, dark in the hotel room, whatever like that. I went use the bathroom. I came out the bathroom. I told my wife, I said, did you see that strange little night light they have in there? She's like, what strange little night light? Yeah. She walked in the bathroom, a dark bathroom, and there it was, this box that has an LED light in it that shines down on the ring. She went in there and all you heard was, oh my God. And then she started doing a whole crying thing and all that. So I was like, yeah, what? Yeah, surprise the heck out of her. So we had a blasting weekend celebrating our 23 years of being married. So just want to put that out there. Some other news that did come that we did find out that was a little tragic. I'm not going to get into that right now, but it is, guys. It's bittersweet. This is going to be a crazy week. I'll get into it a little later on. So let me just go ahead and say I appreciate you guys all being here right now. Appreciate you guys all being. I see some familiar faces. My most unsubscribed subscriber, K. Michael. My guy Unifier is in the house. Appreciate you being in here, sir. Make sure you guys go check out Unifier TV. Go check out his channel. Go subscribe to his channel right here. He's also on Instagram. Subscribe to him. He posts daily things like I do. He might post a whole lot more than what I do. So go check him out, Unifier TV. We also have a roller skater, Texas girl in the house. Very familiar face right there. Said bro is in the house. Appreciate you guys all being here. Scott Woodford, appreciate the super chat already. Said hi. Just I hop. I hope you are doing well. Oh, I'm doing well. It's some tragedy stuff that happened. That put it like this. I'm not gonna go into any details yet. That's gonna be for another video. Don't want to put no downers on it, but I have 2 funerals to attend this week. So yeah, that puts some things into perspective. But nevertheless, let me go ahead and throw this out there, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I appreciate every last one of you guys all being in here. We're getting ready to get into this subject, and I'm telling you right now, yeah, I'm not going to be nice about it. I am not going to be nice about it because some of you that's going to watch this video, I cannot wait for you to see the video so I can throw it in your face. You crazy, easily led, easily manipulated, naive, ridiculously easily led to the slaughter sheep you are. Yes, I'm talking about you. Oh, yeah, I'm talking about you guys. I'm not letting this go because y'all thought that y'all were the cream of the crop. You guys all walking around. I got my vaccination card. I can go into the restaurants. I got my vaccination card. I got 2 of them. I got one especially signed for the airport. One is so I can go to the restaurant. You guys can't do it. We're better than you guys. We're wearing our mask everywhere we go. Look what we get to do. We get to do all these things. We can go in the grocery store. We have our Fauci, ouchie, hokey, pokey clock shot. What about you guys? What about you guys? I sat up there and I gave y'all the basic ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s when it comes to biology. I told you that when we went through med school, the things we had to learn in microbiology, cytology, biology, virology, we had to learn a whole lot. I gave y'all the basic ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. I told y'all, I gave you guys videos on the fact that when this stuff was going down and when it was happening, how we were being lied to. Y'all jumping out there, you're just a conspiracy theorist. You're just spreading misinformation. You're spreading disinformation. And then for the White House to get involved and have YouTube, yes, YouTube, ban people like me who got degrees and was putting this stuff out there and telling y'all that you are being fooled, you are being bamboozled. But guess what? Folks like me, doctors, PAs, other therapists, and nurses and nurse practitioners were being completely silenced because we were in disagreement with what Dr. Fauci was saying. Oh, but I love this because everything that's happening right now is being put under a goddamn on carpet. You want to know why? Because everybody's focusing on Trump right now. But I don't fall for it. I told y'all, it's just like Lord of the Rings. You know how they got the ring to go in there and get destroyed? They distracted the eye. Some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. In Lord of the Rings, in order for them to have success, they had to deliver it to the ring. They had to deliver the ring to and put it in the mountain where the ring was created, and that's where they were going to destroy it. But they couldn't because the eye kept its attention on the ring. But guess what happened? They distracted the eye. It turned its focus, and all of a sudden, Frodo and Samwise Gamgee was able to sneak in there and destroy the ring. So what are you saying that for, Ty? We are trying, y'all, they're trying to distract us with the stuff that's going on with Donald Trump, with President Donald Trump. Why? Because Fauci is being tried right now in front of Congress. So let me get ready to lead you guys to what I have for you, because I'm definitely ready to rub this in a lot of your faces right now. A lot of your faces. Yes, they're trying to distract us. You want to know why? Because Dr. Fauci, check this out. Don't believe my words. I definitely want you guys to see this. Ba-bam. Oh, yeah, I told you I'm going to stay on this stuff like white on rice. Look right here. Fauci, this said the COVID Select Subcommittee releases Dr. Fauci's transcript and highlight key takeaways in the new memo. Let's go to this social distancing. Look right here. The 6 feet apart social distancing recommendation forced on Americans by federal health officials was arbitrary and not based on science. Huh? Oh, yeah, I told you I'm about to. Yeah, not based on science. Dr. Fauci, who some of y'all worshiped as your dang on God, testified that his guidance which shut down schools and small business nationwide, he said, sort of just appeared and was not based on any scientific study. Oh, my God. And yes, I'm going to say it. I told you morons. I told you morons. I told y'all from the beginning. I was saying it all on YouTube, and any of you guys that was with me during that time, y'all was seeing left and right how YouTube was taking down my videos, saying that I was spreading misinformation, saying that I was spreading disinformation. This is what YouTube did because I went against their God, Dr. Fauci. And now here you got Dr. Fauci up here saying it wasn't based on any scientific evidence. What? He wouldn't lie to us. And all y'all going around with signs all in y'all yard and everything. Trust the science. Then with y'all sign next to it, they got Dr. Fauci saying, I am science. And now all of a sudden, what y'all gonna say now? What are the best thing you can do right now is say, we were wrong, you were right, we apologize. You dummies might try to make up an excuse for Dr. Fauci because you have Stockholm syndrome to your abuses, because you got duped for darn near 4 years. 4 years. Y'all going around just happy. You can't impede on my right to breathe. I'm being helpful. I'm not going to kill my grandma. I'm not going to kill my grandpa. I'm keeping my children safe. I don't want my mom and my dad to come over to my house and visit my kid unless I see that my mommy and daddy got their vaccination card and they have to wear their mask, and I want my mom and dad to social distance because Dr. Fauci said so. Dr. Fauci says stay 6 feet apart. Whenever my parents come over, they can't touch my kids, and they have to be behind a plexiglass. But I'm better than everybody else because I'm going around and I'm looking out for my neighbors. I'm looking out for my neighbors. I have my vaccination card neighbor, and I have one of my mask neighbors because I care for you and the rest of the world. Because Dr. Fauci said so, and he is science, and I trust the science. I sure do. I got my Vax card. It allows me to go to the grocery stores. It allows me to go into the restaurants. It allows me to get on the airport. It allows me to do all the things that some of you normal humans can't do. And if you don't go and get the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey cot shot, you shouldn't even be living right now. People are dying in the hospitals because you guys decided not to wear a mask and get the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey cot shot. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated and those who refuses to wear a mask and have their vaccination card. Yeah, that's what a lot of you dummies did. Oh, yeah, I'm calling y'all out. I'm calling you out. Yeah, calling y'all out. And that's exactly what y'all look like. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to go back to the page. Hit that like button right now, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button right now. Because YouTube going completely, I guarantee you, YouTube is going to suppress this video because they don't like the fact that their BS is being called out. You got me up here sweating and hot and everything. God dang. Hold on for a second, folks. Yeah, I'm going to bring it back up. It should still be here. Let me see what we're looking like right here, because make sure y'all hit the like button right now if you like what I'm doing right here. And it's not because you necessarily like me, but you like the information I'm putting out. So again, let me see if I'm looking at the right page right here. I'm getting ready to read this off to you guys of what this transcript had here. Okay, so let's get back to it. Again, the 6 feet apart social distancing recommendation forced on Americans by federal health officials was arbitrary and not based on science. Dr. Fauci testified that his guidance would shut down schools and small businesses nationwide sort of just appeared, he said, and was not based on scientific studies. Majority Counsel says, do you recall when discussion regarding kind of the 6 foot threshold began? Dr. Fauci said the 6 feet in school. She said 6 feet overall. I mean, 6 foot was applied at businesses. Dr. Fauci said, yeah, it was. Majority Counsel said it was applied in schools. It was applied here. At least how the messaging was applied was that 6 foot distancing was the distances that needed to be. Fauci said, I don't recall. It just sort of appeared. I don't recall like a discussion of whether it should be 5 feet or 6 feet. Or whatever. It was just 6 feet is. She said, did you see any studies that supported 6 feet? Fauci said, I was not aware of studies that in fact that would be very difficult study to do. Now he's saying that would be a very difficult study to do to see if 6 feet work. But people like myself and other medical professionals was telling a lot of y'all dummies. But oh no, Dr. Fauci knows all. He said like the goddamn on germ knows. Oh man, I almost had him. I was just within 6 feet of giving that dude COVID. Oh man, gosh. Y'all all in grocery stores standing on dots and everything like that, all because you think that somebody turn around and look at you like the dang on COVID gonna ooze out of the so-called mask that did not protect you. and all of a sudden float and just jump on you. Oh, I'm good. COVID can't come near me. I'm approximately 6 feet away. Like, man, some of y'all, this right here was one of the biggest psychological testing on a lot of your intellect. You really believe that the virus knew how far 6 feet away was. You really believe that all of a sudden, one state like stupid Illinois was a high-risk state, but then a state right next to it, like Indiana, wasn't a high-risk state. Like the COVID virus knew that there was an invisible state line there and knew not to cross over into another state. I was trying to give y'all some of the most basic, easy, common sense logic when it came to this. But guess what? This whole test said a whole lot about some of you guys. Y'all can be easily manipulated because of fear. You can be easily told what to do. Y'all can do all that talking like, I'm my own person. I stand up for myself. I think for myself. But all of y'all was part of this huge mass psyops, walking around and thinking that people like me who didn't wear a mask, who went into grocery stores without no mask on. Yes, I did, and I did not care. When the manager's them came up, sir, you can get out my face, mind your business, about to go in the shop and get out. Call the police. It's not against the law. It's not law. It's not law. I kept saying that. I was getting in trouble, risking a lot of things for the sake of a lot of folks' health. What I'm talking about, I was the reason why a lot of people did not get the Fauci hokey pokey clock shot. Know your rights, know your religious exemptions. I led a huge path on that, and I did not care that anybody on my job or whoever it may be did or did not like me. I didn't give a good goddamn on care. I go home to my wife, my sons, and I can care less about what anybody think about me and what I decide to do with myself when it comes to getting any vaccinations at all. Any of you think I care? Or I ain't gonna be Todd friends. So what? Ooh, I'm not going to invite him to the potluck. Oh, well. I still go home to my wife and kids like I care about coming to your potluck or your barbecue, or I was going to invite him to my party, but he's not vaccinated. I don't care. Boo-hoo-hoo. That's what some of y'all were doing. Some of y'all allowed Dr. Fauci them and their unscientific stuff to cause complete rips and tears in your families. You wouldn't let your mom come over. You wouldn't letting your dad come over. You wasn't letting cousins. Y'all wasn't celebrating things, all because y'all believed in this bull crap that had no science backing. But individuals like myself, I showed y'all videos. Man, hold on. I showed y'all videos on my channel where I showed you that the masks that they were given to us medical professionals, the manufacturers had it written on the box telling you that these masks is not going to prevent you from catching any sort of illness or disease. But yet they telling you to wear it. But I showed y'all. Guess what happened? YouTube took the video down. I thought they had to put it back up because how are you going to dispute what the makers of the mask say? How are you going to dispute that? But some of y'all, I'd rather have it on. It's not going to do anything. Okay. I will find that video and I will show it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all hit that like button. I know y'all might be doing a lot of commenting in here, and it's a good chance that I'm not going to see your comments. But if people end up developing so many bronchial issues, so many lung issues from constantly having it on that they're not even telling you guys about. Carbon dioxide and influxes going on in people's bloodstream, thing like that. It was all sorts of weird stuff that was happening to people, but it did not matter because as long as you guys, let me tell y'all something. You guys know how many people like myself, we didn't do any of those things. We didn't get the Fauci hokey pokey clock shot. I wasn't social distancing. I wasn't wearing no mask or anything. Guess how many times I got the C-19? Not once. Some of y'all were hoping I get it. Watch, when you get it, Todd, you're going to feel something. Shut up. I didn't get anything. I spent the whole 3.5 years eating food, tasting food and everything. If you didn't want me to come to your house, I did not care. I went into the grocery stores. I went into the restaurants. I went everywhere without putting on that face diaper. I said, show me based off of any type of studies, man. But no. You will sit there and be morbidly obese and about a bite away from a heart attack or a stroke because your high blood pressure, but you wore your mask. You about one more puff on that cigarette from that cancer just ridding your body, just riddling your body with all sorts of small cell cancer, carcinoma. But you wore your mask. You on 36 different medications that's damaging your liver, damaging your kidneys, thinning your blood, but you wore your mask. You kept somebody safe. What? You got cellulitis and you got diverticulitis. You got goddamn on diabetes, getting ready to get your foot cut off because of your dang on dieting habits. But you wore your mask. The heck out of here. Hold on, man. I'm going to try to find this video for you guys. Make sure y'all hit that like button right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you just now tuning in, the reason I'm doing this video right now is because the stuff that is going on with Trump, they're letting things like this right here go on. They're trying to make this go under the radar and not make it public so you guys don't know about it, that Fauci pretty much lied to a lot of you guys. I broke it down and told you guys that throughout the hospitals that I was in, from Chicago all the way down to St. Louis, that there is a difference between people dying with COVID and dying from COVID. But the news don't have to tell you the truth. Y'all believe that, we got there's over 1 million people die. Y'all falling for that craziness still? Well, all of a sudden, COVID, they died from COVID. Oh, we're up to 1 million people died from COVID. There's a difference again, and I'm going to reiterate it. There's a difference between dying with COVID and dying from COVID. Just like people that passed away from cancer, they also may have had diverticulitis and COPD, emphysema. They probably had coronary issues. They had a whole lot of other things that we call comorbidities in medicine that they may have had when they died, but people say they died from cancer. But they might have had COVID too. Who knows? But then they end up classifying everything as dying from COVID. And some of y'all fell for it because it was nothing more but sensationalism and propaganda going on in the news. But people like me were conspiracies. And speaking of conspiracies, I want y'all to hear what Dr. Fauci had to say about conspiracies. Check this out. Masking. Dr. Fauci testified that he did not recall any supporting evidence for masking children. Concerningly, mask wearing has been associated with learning loss and severe speech development issues in America's children. We were saying that from the beginning that children, as they were developing, need to see your mouth because it helps children formulate how they're going to enunciate certain words. But you talking to them behind the mask and everything like that, they weren't able to pick up those what we call cues. They weren't able to pick up what we call in medicine biofeedback. Me talking right now with my mouth saying this, like when you teach your kids, you'll say no, yes, but when you're at a nurse, you know, your child sitting there looking at you like they don't even, what? We said that this was going to happen, but oh no, Fauci said so. And now he up here saying he don't recall any evidence supporting masking children. Oh, really? She said, Majority Council said, do you recall reviewing any studies or data supporting masking for children? Fauci said, I might have, Mitch, but I don't recall specifically that I did. But yet they were pushing y'all to put them on your kids. He lied. We were saying that they were lying all along. I hope some of your sheep are in here right now. And the best thing you can do right now is say, I was deceived. I'm sorry. I was deceived. I thought that I could trust him and was led astray. That's what you should be doing. Now your kids are walking around with developmental issues and everything like that. Can't even hardly talk. Can't comprehend. Don't even know how to read lips. Can't even really enunciate words because of y'all believed in Dr. Fauci, who said, I am science. Rand Paul was trying to really bring it home to people, but people wouldn't listen because everybody was a conspiracy theorist. Now, Majority Council said, since the blink, there's been a lot of studies that have come out since the pandemic started, but specifically on this, there have been significant kind of like learning loss, speech and development issues that have been associated with particularly young children wearing masks while they were growing up. They can't see their teacher talk and can't learn how to form words. Have you followed any of those studies? He said, nope. I mean, you would have thought after the first year, he would have inquired, right? Since he's a doctor and he's all about science and all about studies. Oh, no, they didn't care. They knew exactly what they were doing. He said, but I believe that there are a lot of conflicting studies, too. That there are those studies that say, yes, there is an impact, and there are those that say there's not. I still think that's up in the air. Now, travel restrictions. Dr. Fauci unequivocally agreed that every travel restriction issued by Trump administration at the height of COVID pandemic. The testimony runs counter to the public narrative that Trump administration's travel restrictions were xenophobic. What? Y'all were calling Trump xenophobic, huh? During the transcribed interview, the Biden administration counsel curiously prohibited Dr. Fauci from answering questions on whether he recommended the travel restrictions. Majority counsel said, "Do you agree with President Trump's decision to restrict travel from China?" Dr. Fauci said, "I did. And I said there were caveats to restrictions. I agree with it, but I said we have to be careful because sometimes when you do restrictions, they have negative consequences in that you don't have an open access, help, or even information. But fundamentally, I agreed at the time, since we had almost no infections that we knew of in our country, at least a temporary restriction would be important." How stupid was that? Donald Trump realized what was going on from China. And he said it came from China. Donald Trump restricted travel into the U.S. from China, and boy, y'all came out calling Donald Trump a xenophobic, misogynistic, egotistic, blah, 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 and he was right. You want to know why? Because just like right now, Donald Trump says America first. He looked at America as a man who is married and have children would look after his own home. Right now, when my sons were growing up, if any of my son's cousins, if any of my son's friends had an inkling of looking like and acting like they were sick, y'all not coming in my house. No, Ty, you're a xenophobe. I don't, you can call me what you want to. The sickness is not coming into my house. But guess what? And I say this all the time. Y'all act like I can't criticize Trump. That was one of the craziest things Trump could have did. I wouldn't care what none of you guys would have said. Nobody is coming into this country. Call me a xenophobe, call me what you want to. But yet at the same time, within a 2-year span, all of a sudden, Trump's out of office. The borders are wide open. They're letting everybody come in. Y'all, did y'all even know that the people that was coming in here illegally, they did not have to be vaccinated or wear masks, but then they telling you, the American people, to do it. What kind of sense does that, what kind of sense did that make? And I was saying this all at that time, but some of y'all, because y'all was so driven by fear, you couldn't even see through it. You couldn't even think through it because you easily manipulate. Boy, that is so amazing that a lot of y'all, based off of fear, can be easily manipulated like that. I laid out y'all, I'm telling you, I laid it out in the most common sense way that you can lay it out. People coming into our country illegally don't have to be vaccinated, don't have to mask up. People that is in the United States, living in the United States, citizen of the United States, born in the United States, you better mask up. You better get that Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clot shot. Nobody in Congress had to get the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clot shot. Oh, Ty, you're just what? Pushing common sense on a lot of you. I'm saying this not to be condescending, but I'm saying it literally to mean it. A lot of y'all were complete morons, complete idiots. It said a lot about you. If anything ever hits the fan, I know exactly what I know exactly what a lot of you guys are going to do. You could talk all you want to, but I know that if they were to sensationalize this stuff and propaganda and make everybody that didn't get the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clot shot, that didn't want to mask up, they had y'all thinking that we were the enemy. And y'all know the ones that lived, ones from here in Missouri, we didn't have that issue. But Illinois, especially Illinois, y'all knew not to come and say nothing to me when you saw me not putting on that crap. You knew not to say nothing to me. Now, get back to this article right here, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you like the information I'm putting out right now. Please, please, please. And if there's anybody you know that would benefit from this, let them know about it. Because again, the news is not telling you guys about this explosive information because it's being overshadowed by them going after Trump. Word on the street and the truth, Fauci lied, ladies and gentlemen. If you just now tuning in, Fauci lied. She said here, majority counsel said, did you also agree with the EU travel restriction? Fauci said, I agree with the suggestion that be done. Yes. Majority counsel said, did you agree with the UK travel restriction? He said, yes, I did. So he can agree with the EU restriction. Check this out. You can agree. Y'all listening right now. Listen. When it came to China trying to come into America, a lot of you crazy, dumb liberals And the administration of Biden's had a problem with it, calling Trump xenophobic. But if anybody from the UK and the EU wanted to come over here, no, that's fine to restrict them. And Trump saying the whole time it's coming from China. It's coming from China. He kept on saying, China. It came from China. China. Oh, we gonna get the lab leak. Oh, conspiracy. Oh, we don't worry. I got y'all. We gonna get into that. Majority Council. Did you recommend instituting travel restrictions in response to the pandemic? Biden administration official said, I'm going to step in right here. Taking up for Fauci. Now, vaccine mandates. Dr. Fauci admitted that vaccine mandates during the COVID-19 pandemic could increase vaccine hesitancy in the future. He also claimed that these mandates were not sufficiently studied ahead of the pandemic. Huh? We need mandates. It's to protect us. It's to protect our families. It's to protect us from you guys. Everybody need. Oh, y'all, people were getting fired from their jobs. Previously, Dr. Fauci advocated that when you make it difficult for people in their lives, they lose their ideological boop and they get vaccinated. What? Listen to this. Dr. Fauci said, when you make it difficult for people in their lives, they lose their ideological bullcrap and they get vaccinated. Make people's life difficult, they lose all reasoning to think, and they lose all whatever possible beliefs or whatever they may have. They lose all that and they go and get it. Not this Negro, not this dude. I'm not stupid. And I'm not talking anybody that got it. Let me make this clear. Anybody that went and got the Fauci hokey pokey cloth shot because you really felt that you were doing what was best for you and your family, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about you stronghold, whether you on the Republican side or the Democrat side, whether you conservative or whether you are liberal. I don't care. The ones of this mindset who was all on board with, I called out Ben Shapiro. My wife is a doctor, and I'm telling you right now, my wife said to get the vaccination, I'm getting the vaccination. I said your wife is a moron, especially being a doctor, and she's supposed to know the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s of cytology, virology, and biology. And she said to get this, knowing that in medicine, whenever something like a vaccination comes out, that it has to have like a minimum 5 years at least of it being studied to see the effects of it. But oh no, this new thing that came out, everybody just jump on board and get it because it works. And I told you I do not care. Let me make this clear. To some of you guys that can't see through bullcrap, that can't even think right. Let me make this clear what I'm getting ready to say, because some of y'all get pissed off when I do this. Trump supporters, I'm a Trump supporter. I will be voting for Trump. Okay? Let me make that clear. Why do you say that, Ty? Because I told y'all when Trump came out and said, it's never been done. We're doing something people said it's never been done. It's never been done. We created vaccine within record-breaking time under me. And it works. It's wonderful. It works. I said, oh, no, I don't care what Trump says. No, I don't care how fast y'all were able to develop it in record-breaking time. Yada, yada, peanut butter. I'm not touching that stuff. I don't even take vaccinations that's been around forever. I don't have measles, mumps, and rubella vaccination. I don't have the flu vaccination. I don't have the polio vaccination. I don't have none of it. None. I don't have TB. I don't have hepatitis A, B, C. I don't have any of those vaccinations at all. My children, my grown-up sons, never got them either. Well, hold time. How did you get through? Because I signed off on a piece of paper. Want to know why? Because everybody think by word of mouth, well, if your child don't get vaccinated, they can't go to school. See what I'm saying? Look how easy. Nobody ever questioned anything. You're expected to pretty much follow what everybody else is doing without questioning anything. And I said, nope, my sons are not getting any of those things. And ask me how many days of school my sons missed because of sickness. Ask me. None. Okay? Oh, I told you I'm going to flame on this because, boy, you got to understand the type of stress that y'all put a lot of people under during that time. I wasn't under stress because I dared y'all. I dared people. I dared people to try to come at me with the bull crap. I dared anybody to try to come at me and try to make me feel bad about not putting on the face diaper. I dared you to try to come at me and try to make me feel bad about not getting the Fauci hokey pokey clock shot. You didn't do it, did you? Because you knew what was going to come at you. You knew what would come at you. Doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners. It just blew my mind that a lot of us that's in medicine, some of y'all was able to get fooled by this. They were able to convince you to turn away the basic medical building blocks that you learned through schooling because of propaganda. And it was amazing that they were able to fool a lot of you doctors. Anyway, let me get ready to get back on this portion again. Make sure you hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Please, please, please hit that like button. It helps the channel. It pushes this video out in the YouTube algorithm. If you don't mind, go ahead and hit that like button right now. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, let me get back to this article. Do you think mandating vaccines can result in some hesitancy? Dr. Fauci said, I think one of the things that we really need to do after the fact now to, after the game, after the event, evaluation of things that need to be done, we really need to take a look at the psyche of the country. Have maybe some social type studies to figure out, does the mandating of vaccines in any way the country's mental framework is right now? Does that actually cause more people not to want to get vaccinated or not? I do not know, but I think that's something we need to know. Yes, it did. It caused people not to want to get it because we know what came with that, which I'm not going to get into the details of that. Now let's hit on the big thing that that y'all was trying to, a lot of people was trying to completely damn Trump over this. And folks like myself, who was talking about certain things, had people from China flat out telling us what happened. I still got the videos on YouTube banned and it gave me a community strike. Check this out. Dr. Fauci acknowledged that the lab leak hypothesis is not a conspiracy theory. Oh, you got, for the ones in the back, for you. I wear my mask all the time. I'm making sure no, it didn't. He's a xenophobe. He doesn't like China. Donald Trump doesn't like China. Donald Trump was saying it. It came from China. He kept saying it. China. Came from China. No, China. It's a China virus. China virus. No, Donald Trump, he's such a racist. He said it. Chinese virus. It's a Chinese virus. What do you want me to say? It's a Chinese virus. We knew that Ebola came from Africa. Y'all had no problem with that. The Ebola from Africa? Huh? Y'all had no problem with that? But he said the China virus. China virus. China virus. Oh, Donald Trump, he's racist. Oh, I wonder what the Chinese Americans here in America feel about Trump saying shut up. It came from China. Now look at this now. I showed y'all, I had videos on my channel when this stuff was going down. There was people from China who are fond of my channel that actually was living in Wuhan and was telling us what happened. I was just showing a video of these people talking to me, telling us what they were saying and what China is saying. China was admitting that it came from a lab. And YouTube was completely shutting down my channel, giving me strikes and everything. Now, all of a sudden, Dr. Fauci acknowledged that the lab leak hypothesis is not a conspiracy theory. And look what he says. This comes nearly 4 years, guys, after prompting the publication of the now infamous Proximal Origin paper that attempted to vilify and disprove the lab leak hypothesis. Majority Council says, just you sitting here today, do you think the possibility or hypothesis that the coronavirus emerged from a laboratory accident is a conspiracy theory? She asked him, is the coronavirus emerging from a laboratory accident a conspiracy theory? He said, well, it's a possibility. I think people have made conspiracy aspects from it. And I think you have to separate the two when you keep an open mind that it could be a leak or it could be a natural occurrence. He said, look here, I mentioned in this committee that I believe the evidence that I've seen weighs my opinion towards one, which is a natural occurrence, but I still leave an open mind. So I think that in and of itself, it's inherently a conspiracy theory, but some people spin off things from that are kind of crazy. Oh, well, we get that. We get that. And that's what made it such a great type of cover up from them, because some people just went completely loony with it. Y'all remember at first they were all on board about people eating freaking bats and stuff like that, knowing good and well they didn't happen that way. Knowing it didn't happen that way. Dr. Fauci claimed that his staff had no conflicts of interest regarding the origins of COVID-19, yet his senior advisor, Dr. David Morris, was best friends with disgraced and soon-to-be disbarred EcoHealth Alliance President Dr. Peter Daszak. Considering Dr. Morris worked under Dr. Fauci's leadership for more than 20 years, it seemed highly unlikely that Dr. Fauci was genuinely unaware of this relation. Y'all know about the emails. Majority Council said, I was wondering if you had thoughts on whether Dr. Daszak should have filed competing interest statements when he was weighing in on these issues, whether through the national academics or other venues. Dr. Fauci said, I hesitate to speculate about what someone else should do. The only people that I am involved with is my own staff, who we mentioned many times in this discussion. We don't have a conflict of interest. Let me find this other thing. But I want to show y'all something. Stay tuned right here for a second. I'm going to make this disappear. Make sure while I'm looking for this video, you guys, that you hit that like button. Hit the like button right now so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. And again, if you're just now tuning in, Fauci lied. Fauci lied to you. I'm trying to find this video for you guys, and I promise, if it's still taken down, watch this. Let me see. I'm trying to find this video for you guys. The one that showed. If it's still taken down, that means YouTube removed it. But I showed it to you guys. Give me a second. So right now, for you that may just now be tuning in, what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to find the video that I did some years ago showing you guys the box that we got as medical professionals. Doctors got it, nurses got it, nurse practitioners got it, PAs got it, therapists got it. Everybody had got this box, these masks that they handed out to us, and we happened to read the box, and the box told us exactly what. It might still be down. Appreciate you guys all being in here again. Want to just reiterate that. But if I cannot find that video, I'm gonna show you guys a different one as well too. Which they might have taken this one too, because YouTube didn't like when I was talking about Fauci. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if y'all this video right here. Let me know if you guys can hear this when I play it. Okay. I'm gonna play a quick second of it, but let me know if you guys can hear it. Okay, that little bit that I just played right there. Can somebody let me know if you were able to hear that or not? Okay. Oh, we're going to hear it. Trust me. You guys are going to hear it. Give me a second. Bear with me for a minute. Yeah, buddy. All right, I'm about to play it again. You guys let me know if you can hear this, okay? I'm going to play a small snippet. Here we go.
The record will show, Neil, that we didn't recommend shut.
Now, did y'all hear that right there? Let me check to see what you guys are saying. Y'all heard that? Okay, perfect. 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 Check it out. Listen to this. I keep receipts. Here we go. Check this out.
Anything down, and the record will locking anything down, and locking anything down, and the record will show, Neil, that we didn't recommend shutting everything down. I recommended to the president that we shut the country down.
You heard that, huh? You did you hear it? I'm going to play it again. Yes, I will be playing it again for the people in the back. Yeah, I'm going to play it again. Check it out.
And locking anything down, and the record.
Dr. Fauci saying he didn't recommend locking or shutting anything down. Listen.
And locking anything down, and the record will show, Neil, that we didn't recommend shutting everything down. I recommended to the president that we shut the country down. And that was a very difficult decision because I knew it would have serious economic consequences, which it did.
If any of you try to
anything down and locking anything down, and the record will show, Neil, that we didn't recommend shutting everything down. I recommended to the president that we shut the country down. And that was a very difficult decision because I knew it would have serious economic consequences.
You that are gun ho, Fauci, trust the science. Fauci is science. Fauci is your God and all that. What you got to say about that? The man, this was amazing. They could sit here and lie to your face just like that. Just like that. And people, well, that's not really what he meant. What he really meant to say is, no, man, my God, y'all know what Maya Angelou said? Maya Angelou said, if someone shows you who they are, believe them. She said that. Now, let me go through my receipts again so I can show y'all some more possible stuff that I found with this vaccine that YouTube had to put my videos back up. Let's see. Hit that like button. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to find it. Okay. Woo. So if you are wondering right now, folks, what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to find my archives to show you. Oh, yeah. Check this out. And now it seems that I'm pissing off that it blood my comment this much again stops. I got will I get COVID again? Y'all remember this? Let me show y'all this too. Yeah, buddy. Told you I'm keeping receipts. Let me see how this shows up on you guys' screen. And again, I want to make sure you guys can hear this too. Will I get COVID again?
You said no.
You're okay. You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
Now, with that little portion that I just played right there, can you guys hear that? Absolutely, Debbie Rose said, thank you, Modern Renaissance Man, for speaking the truth. Absolutely. That little clip, this little bit, because before I go into it, I want to know if you guys heard that. Okay, Cindy Roycroft, I appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. Okay, so let me play this whole video because I told y'all I made fun of this stuff during the time that it was happening and was being completely, they tried to goddamn on damn me for this. Okay, for the ones that didn't do it, I know some of y'all trying to avoid this with all y'all life. Check this out. Because of course I made a parody of it. I had to make fun of it. And this was back in, well, I can't see the year, but here we go. This vaccination, will I get COVID again?
You said no.
You're okay. You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hey, folks, guess you heard this morning I tested positive for COVID.
And when people are vaccinated, they can feel safe that they are not going to get infected.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Dr. Fauci says he has COVID again.
If you've done the right thing and gotten vaccinated, you deserve the freedom to be safe from COVID-19.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And this morning, I learned I tested positive for COVID-19 as well.
Yeah. Y'all saw that. Yeah. For you that are in the back, the sheep. This is a vaccination of the, this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. And here you got some of you folks in the background, some of y'all back there. You heard it said again. And I'm telling you, man, yeah, I'm not rubbing it in your face. I'm rubbing it in your open wound that I hope it's burning the living daylights out of you, because you should, the lesson you should take from this is to rely on sound doctrine, sound evidence, rely on common sense. Someone can convince you to look at a tree and tell you that it is a hot dog, and you are believing it. That's why we got so many messed up people right now that believe in, I ain't gonna get into it. You already know what I'm gonna say, though. You already know what I'm gonna say. You already know what I'm going to say. They got people believing that they are the opposite of what they really are. They got human beings believing that they are lions. Yeah. And with that, folks, again, hit that like button for me if you don't mind. What I'm getting ready to do, I'm going to try to see if I can find another video regarding this incident. Oh my God. Because I wanted to show you the video I did when I showed, YouTube might have taken it down, but I showed the video of the mask box and the written instructions that were on the mask box. And I even broke it down to you guys that the news and everybody's telling you guys that it's airborne and all that when it's okay. Oh, this one might be up. Here we go. Let me bring it up. This PAs. So now this video right here. Look, I told y'all I was dropping knowledge. They were for doctors, PAs, lawyers, therapists, nurses, nurse practitioners. They were giving us the valid information when it came to COVID inside these hospitals, inside these nursing homes, inside these assisted living facilities, and everything that we got pertaining to COVID. Look what it has right here. And I showed it to you guys during this time. And when did I publish this? This was 2 years ago. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that. I have it right here. It was 2 years ago. Masks don't protect you. You have a false sense of security. It's a droplet. It's a droplet, not airborne. Right here, when we got in, I'm going to make this bigger. Whoop. Look at that. This is what we got when it came to COVID. Doctors, all the ones that are dealing with medicine, all of us got this same exact thing right here when it came to it. That you must, look at this. Staff must wear a mask upon entering the room and discard before leaving the room. family and guests must wear a mask if having close patient contact. Why? Because it is a droplet precaution. Yeah, you see that droplet precaution is what they're telling all of us and what we're getting in the hospital. Airborne. The news, mainstream media had you guys all thinking that it was out. They shutting down playgrounds, and some of you couldn't even go outside. They had the nerves to implement a curfew. Like it's just floating in the air and gonna float around and get somebody. No, it was listed as a droplet precaution. And we all know in medicine, doctors, y'all tell the truth. Y'all know that if we go into patient's room, if we're not going to get close to the patient's face, like within vicinity of like talking where spit particles can get on us and it's not 6 feet, then we know we're going to put on the mask for droplet precautions. But not just to be wearing around all day long. It's just for that small increment of that minute right there. But the point is that I'm trying to show this other video to where it showed that they didn't, the regular mask that all of you guys were wearing did not protect you from a god dang on thing. And now Fauci and them are coming out and admitting it. Let me see what else we have here. Folks, hit that like button for me if you don't mind. If you haven't done it yet, hit the like button so that this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm and so that my content that I post can consistently be recommended to you. And let me make sure I haven't missed any of you guys. If anybody gave a super chat, I'm going to make sure I didn't miss you guys. I definitely want to make sure I get that in, which I think I did get everybody taken care of. Appreciate you guys all being in here. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So I see some of the things you guys are saying, and let me tell you something about something that's considered a mandatory or what they call a mandate, okay? Like right here, Debbie. No, you did not. Debbie, I'm sorry, Dee. I'm reading it wrong. Dee Higginbottom, right here, both of them. I might be saying it wrong. Said we had to wear a mask to enter store. It was mandatory. Nope, mandatory is not law. Ladies and gentlemen, I did the homework and broke this stuff down. This is why a lot of hospitals, nursing homes, assisted living facilities, all the places that I go to take care of patients. This is why they got pissed off at me, because I told them if something is considered a mandate, we are considered the mandatees. The person who established this is considered a mandator. It only becomes mandate when the mandatee agrees to it through their actions or through written consent. That's it. It's not law. So when they say it's mandatory for you to come into the store with a mask. If they told you this, let me slow down. If the store said, hey, it's mandatory that you have to wear a mask to enter in here. When you put on a mask and go into that store, you agree to it, which makes it mandate. But if you didn't agree to it and walked in the store, it's not a mandate. They couldn't kick you out because it's not law. I'm telling you, Illinois, Missouri, Tennessee, Florida. I did it all there. Not one. They will say, sir, excuse me, nothing. Get out of my face. Go get your manager, whatever. Better yet, call the police. Call them. You know what the police going to say? It's not a law. And not only that, then I would tell the store manager, them, give me your policy. So I know exactly what article in your policy I'm going to sue. Well, sir, just make sure you keep it 6 feet away from people. I don't get in people's face like that in the grocery store anyway. Y'all ever think about that? When you go shopping, are you really standing that close to people anyway? I didn't care about them dang on dots and stuff on the floor. I didn't stand that close to anybody anyway. If I had a shopping cart, you about 6 feet away from me anyway. It was so stupid. Restaurants. I show up to the restaurant. Sir, can we ask you? I said, why? Y'all got COVID coming down right here? No, but when you go and sit down, you can take your mask. I'm not putting the mask on. I'm like, what? Are you going to look? I used to embarrass people. My wife used to be like, oh, God. But like, wait a minute. Do you guys have COVID coming out of the vents here in the front door? Why do I have to put it on right here? But as soon as I go and walk and sit down, I can take it off. Why? Is it COVID pouring in through y'all vents? Get out of my face. Oh, okay, go. Okay, sir, go have a seat. Enjoy your meal. Dang on right. Move. Get out the way. Told y'all, I'm different. I'm different. It only became a mandate when you, as the mandatee, agreed to it through your written consent or through your actions. It was a mandate to get the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clock shot, wasn't it? Ty Smith didn't get it. I didn't lose my job at none of the facilities. None of them. I wrote and gave away over, let me just say I gave away over 7,000 religious exemptions written by lawyers. Shout out to Tom DeVore and some other lawyers who put it together. And everybody that I gave their religious exemption to, guess what? They all kept their jobs. Want to know why? You agreed to it, just like right now. Guys, listen to me. When they say your child has to be vaccinated in order to attend school, it's mandated. They tell me why Ty Smith's children are grown-ups now, out of school, 22-year-old son and a 20-year-old son, college. Tell me, why didn't my sons get vaccinated and they were able to go to school if it's mandated? People, y'all are so easy to do because y'all go by hearsay. You have to understand something. If you were to tell me right now, it is a nice, beautiful, sunny day outside, I might go, oh, but guess what Ty Smith is going to do? I'm going to go out there and see if what you said is true. So when they said all this stuff, well, you don't get the shots, your child can't go to school. Mine didn't get it. I got through school. I didn't get it. I got through medical school. I didn't get it. I didn't get hepatitis A, hepatitis B. I didn't get none of it. Well, in order to do this, I didn't get any of it. And I'm here. And I'm steady working in hospitals between Chicago and St. Louis. And sometimes go to Florida for PRN. Tell me why. Tell me why I don't have any of it. No, I don't have none of the vaccinations that's required. And when we do a TB thing, guess what I do? Y'all can take some blood and go test it. I'm not injecting that stuff into my skin. I'm not doing that either. I'm different. Well, Ty, no, they told me. I don't care if any job that you're on told you. I know a lot of y'all weren't here when I was doing all this. I would tell people, I got so many people that called me doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners, surgeons were calling me. How do I bypass this? I work here in Texas, Ty. I work here in St. Louis, Ty. I work here in New York. I work here in Virginia. I work here in Idaho. What can I do? They told me that if I don't get it, that I said, tell them to give it to you in policy. Because once it's all said and done, it's illegal and you can sue them. And guess what hospitals are doing right now? They're trying to call all the unvaccinated doctors back to come work for them. Hospital took a huge hit. Doctors quit, nurse practitioners quit, surgeons quit, and thank God they did because it sent the message home. They went and had one of them try to shut down her practice. And now they begging these unvaccinated doctors to come back. You know, the unvaccinated people that cause the spread of the unvaccinated people who never got COVID is spreading COVID because they asymptomatic bull crap. Oh, I don't know. I'm sick, but I'm spreading one of the most deadly things to hit America. And people believed it. Yeah, I'm calling y'all. I told y'all this. Yeah. I'm glad that this happened. I'm glad that a lot of you are seeing the truth because let this serve as a wake-up call. Should anything in your life, I don't care what it is, should anything in your life that's being affected right now through media, you need to take a step back and question it. You need to take a step back, breathe a little bit first, okay? Breathe a little bit. Let your nerves get down a little bit. Let all that excitement, your heart rate and all that, let it die down for a little bit. Begin to write things down logically. Because if not, if they know they can get you and drive you through fear, they will get you to do anything. No, Ty, that's not true. Well, how did they get millions of you to get the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clot shot when no studies was done on this so-called vaccine? And millions of you guys voluntarily did it. When I say voluntarily, I mean voluntarily. They're going to take on, y'all, I'm telling you, when this stuff is still, more of this stuff is going to come out, it's going to hit the fan. They're going to tell you, you voluntarily did it. Nobody forced you to do it. You can say, but I could have lost my job. They're going to say to you, no, we didn't say we were going to fire you. We said you can't come to work. This is how slick they are with it. Let me see something else. Let me show y'all something else. I told y'all, Ty Smith keep receipts. When this stuff first hit the fan, a lot of this stuff hit the fan, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what they gave to doctors, PAs, nurse practitioners, therapists? Guess what they gave to us? This big old thick packet right here. Everything about COVID. I got highlights. I was one of the people that sat here and completely read the thing in its entirety. Yeah, me. I was one of the people that did that right there. Sorry, this camera's doing this on you guys. I told you, and I know y'all, I'm just giving y'all some information. This was back in 2019 when it was starting to come to a rise. And oh yeah, y'all, 2020 wasn't really a hit. 2019 is when it's starting to rise, right? Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine may not protect all vaccine recipients. I told y'all this is what they gave us. But then here they are on TV, Dr. Fauci, all these folks telling you, if you get it, you can rest assured that you're not going to get. And here they are giving us this information right here from the jump, saying that it may not protect all recipients. But we lying. This is what they gave us. They tell all doctors, PAs, nurse practitioners, therapists, nurses, surgeons, anybody that had anything to do with being a clinician, they give us this packet and told us exactly what it does and what it will do and what it won't do. But then guess what? We're just a small voice because we don't have news networks. We don't have, I'm just calling out, we don't have CNN. We don't have Fox. We don't have Newsmax. We don't have OAN. We don't have RT. We don't have MSNBC. We don't have PBS. We don't have 60 Minutes. We don't have all that. We just have our community. And I had YouTube, and I was trying to tell as many people as I can, and then I got shadow banned because I started telling people the truth that this is what they're giving to medical professionals, and the news is lying to you guys. But oh no, Dr. Fauci is science. Trust him. Don't trust what they really gave everybody about this, where it says that it's not going to protect all recipients. But then you got them, the White House, Fauci, some congressmen, some senators telling you get it because it's going to protect you. Now, Dr. Fauci, with his lying self, made it seem like he didn't know, blah, 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 blah. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this was years ago in 2019 when I got this, where I have it highlighted right here. It says, although limited scientific information is available, the COVID-19 vaccine may be prevention of COVID-19. Understand the lingo. That's why they so deceivingly wrote this. This told us right here. It says right here, folks. I have it. Limited scientific information is available, and it may be effective. But they're telling you it is effective. I know, Tyson. I know. Again, I know y'all tired of me saying this. I'm going to repeat it because there's 640 people in here now. I know that they got some YouTube. There are some YouTube trolls in here, and YouTube AI is watching, and YouTube is watching too. But everything I have right here is medically approved, blah, 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 blah. You can't dispute this. This is what they gave us, right? Now, again, and I showed this to a lot of you guys. For example, these are the papers that a lot of us people in medicine get when it comes to certain illnesses, viruses. A lot of them are listed on here, and they pretty much break a lot of things down for us to get them. Like, for example, let me give you an example right here. Smallpox. Smallpox, the precaution, it is an airborne and it's contact. Tuberculosis, it's airborne and contact. Influenza A is contact airborne. The measles is airborne. Herpes is airborne. COVID-19, droplet contact. But news was telling y'all that it was airborne. Why? Because they don't have to tell y'all the truth. They just hope you believe it. That's why if the news tell any type of lie at all, you need to be skeptical of anything else they tell you. Now, within my packet that I've been having for years, I wanted to show you guys something else that just had, I know a lot of people was completely blown away by when I broke this information out to them. What this, what it said. Now, when we got this about COVID-19, when we got this about COVID-19 in 2019, SARS-CoV-19 is droplet. And guess what? As per CDC, symptom-based strategies based on severity of illness, and if resident is severely immune compromised, as defined by the CDC, a minimum of 10 days, right? That was considered droplet. But they were allowed to tell you guys all through the news that it can be airborne. It's flying through the air. It's going to end up getting you. Now, this is the nitty-gritty right here that just had my blood boiling when I got this sheet right here. This paper that us medical professionals got, it says fact sheet. Fact sheet for caregivers. Check this out. And this is what made my freaking ears go up when they first passed this out. There is no U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved vaccine to prevent COVID-19. You want me to say it again? For people in here, the Deadwood, I don't know if you guys are in here. Some of my normal subs that's in here, y'all were here with me when I did this. Again, this is the fact sheet that was given to all healthcare. Now, some of you deceitful doctors who was just getting a kickback because you was administering the Fauci Hokey shot, shame on you when you took an oath to do no harm. Shame on you. You know who you are, and you know you were getting money for it. We proved it, especially for the low income. Especially for those that are on Medicaid, it ain't just, don't just try to look at it like it's black folks, because there were what y'all consider to be white trash or trailer park trash people. They all got duped into this, and y'all were getting kickbacks for it, and you know you was. Says again, fact sheet that they gave us medical professionals. There is no food, and let's just say that there is no FDA approved vaccine to prevent COVID-19, but yet they'll tell you this is going to prevent it. So y'all say Ty, but I'm confused. I'm confused. Then it gets even better. I have it highlighted. I don't want this camera to go crazy. It is your choice to receive the BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine. That's why I highlighted this. Your choice. Now, I'm going to raise y'all another one. Hit that like button. Because they got people with these words. This is how they deceived y'all. Check this out. The Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine is an unapproved vaccine. Why? There is no FDA approved vaccine, but here is the caveat to it. The FDA authorized it, but didn't approve it. And that's where they trick you up with the words, because you think that authorized and approved means the same thing, and they don't. They deceitfully and had a geniusly evil plan written out with these words in there just to deceive you, the American people. And again, let me tell you again where it's highlighted at right here, that it says that the COVID-19 vaccine is an unapproved vaccine, but it is an authorized emergency vaccine. So it's not approved by them, but we're going to authorize them to get for it to use. We're going to authorize it to be used. And also with that, there is no approved vaccine to prevent COVID-19. And you two was shutting me down left and right over this, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this gets even better. They say in order to mitigate the risk of using this unapproved vaccine, what? So I'm looking at this like, looking at the other, I'm looking at doctors, I'm looking at PAs, I'm looking at nurse practitioners. I'm like, hey, are y'all seeing the same thing I'm seeing? Like, are we seeing this? And let me tell you how a lot of you got deceived by your doctor, by your physician, by your primary care physician, because all of us got this packet. And let me tell you what this packet also says. Now, if they did their due diligence, they all should have read it. Like we all should have read this. But let me tell y'all something right here. It says your primary care physician or vaccination provider must communicate to the individual receiving this COVID-19 vaccine the fact sheet for the recipient. So this packet right here that I'm reading off to you guys, your physician was supposed to tell you everything this packet said. They were supposed to tell you that it's authorized, but it's not approved. They were supposed to tell you that it is not approved by the FDA as a measure of preventing COVID-19, but we still want you to get it because you wouldn't have gotten it. Your mind would have said, wait a minute. They didn't approve it. No, they didn't approve it, but they authorized it to be used. Wait, they said that it won't prevent COVID-19. Yes, they said that, but you still should take it. You wouldn't have done it. They was hoping, and they were right, that you listened to what the news said and what Dr. Fauci said. And when you showed up to your primary care physician to get the Fauci out your hokey pokey clot shot, you had no questions. You walked out just feeling proud. I got vaccinated. I'm not like everybody else. And I got my card. I got my doctor's signature. I even got the date. And in about another 6 weeks, I'm going to be getting another one. And then in about another 6 months, I'll get another one. And then in another 6 months, look, Ty, I don't care what you say. I may have belt spots on the side of my face, but I sure am protected from getting COVID-19. In fact, I'm going to be going to go get another one that's called Omicron, and I don't care. I ain't protected. Bro, your face don't work, man. Your face is not working. Your face worked about 6 months ago. What happened? Well, you see what happened is that it doesn't even matter because I got to protect my family and I let it know. Bro, your face is not working anymore. You got diplopia. Your eye just slanted. Yo, what the heck? But you protecting somebody. No, man, come on, man. And I tried. Y'all, listen. If there ever was a moment in my life where I was able to legitimately experience the whole you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink, it was during this process when I read this thing off to them. I read it off. I read it off, ladies and gentlemen. So, Ty, where does it say it at? The FDA has issued an emergency use to permit the emergency use of the unapproved product COVID-19 vaccine. Now they even did it for children 12 years and older. Ty, can you show me proof? Yes. I'll put it right up there to you. Come on, camera, zoom in for it. Look at this. Y'all see that? The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has issued an emergency use authorization to permit the emergency use of the unapproved. Those that follow my channel haven't I had this packet for years, trying to help people. But oh no, unapproved, ladies and gentlemen, but it was authorized. Let me see if there's anything else I might be missing out of here. And they kept telling you, it's like they kept telling us over again, but then yet they was expecting you like, and it's still not approved. Y'all do know that, right? You do know it's still not approved. Check this out. Let me see if y'all can see this. Look at the bottom. And look what I told y'all where it says you must communicate this recipient to their caregiver. Look what it says. FDA has authorized the emergency use of Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine, which is not an FDA-approved vaccine. The recipient or the caregiver has the option to accept or refuse it. Notice it says the recipient or their caregiver has the option to accept or refuse the Fauci ouchie hokey pokey clock shot. But oh no, I had to take it, Ty. I had to. So anyway, folks, I'm glad that a lot of you guys are in here and that you guys were tuning in right now. But if you talk about trusting the government and all those things like that, that's why I don't. I don't trust anything that's coming from them. I thank God that by me having this information, I was able to help a lot of your lives. I was able to help 90% of my family lives. I'm talking about cousins, uncles, aunties, great uncles, great cousins. I was able to help them substantially, not risk their lives. And then some of you that sat right here, I don't even know if y'all, I know y'all not going to hear. I know y'all not going to be in here. Y'all sat there and y'all just, y'all were on this ridiculous high horse. And y'all, my God, y'all know when you were growing up, they say things like, don't talk to strangers. Some of y'all, the way y'all responded to all this stuff that happened, it lets me know a whole lot about y'all. Y'all would have been the ones being taken away in that kidnap van. He wasn't going to do anything. He was just trying to be nice and give me a piece of candy. Now you in the dang on car tied up, tape around your mouth because you trusted the stranger like you trust the government. Oh, don't worry about it. It's to prevent. It's to help everybody out. Do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Do it. It's to help everybody out. It's to help your neighbor. Now, you don't want to make grandma sick, do you? You don't want to make grandpa sick, do you? Oh, come on. Come on. You want to visit your grandchildren, don't you? Well, come on, line up and get that Fauci hokey pokey clot shot, and you can go and visit your grandbabies. And here you are shedding the virus still. Those that are vaccinated still can spread it. Still was spreading it. And you want to know what? You want to know what? For some of you who did it with that pride, whatever comes to it, you're receiving your reward. If you're getting strange clots, oh my, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even going to get deep into this. You have no idea how many different ailments increased by the hundreds of percent after this. It makes no sense. Listen to me. It makes no sense that during the pandemic, here we are in the hospitals. All of a sudden, people stopped. I'm talking about in the beginning. All of a sudden, nobody was getting the flu. Don't believe me, go look it up. Like 2021, 2022, into 2023, nobody was getting the flu. Nobody was really getting colds or nothing. All of a sudden, that went down because everybody had COVID. Come on now. And I'll raise you another one. I cannot wait for this data to come out because I might do a video on this too. You guys need to find out how significantly different ailments increased massively. Cancers, they call them like super cancer, speed cancer. All kinds of crazy ailments increased by the 100-folds. What else could it be? What else could lead to this influx of autoimmune disease, cancer influx, stroke influx, clotting influx, and not just regular blood clots? These are some strange looking freaking tendinous looking clots, thick clots, long clots shaped like people's veins and organs and lungs. It increased. How? I wonder what can be the cause. Oh, Ty, you never know. Oh, come on, get real. Let's be real, man. Anyway, guys, look. Seriously, I really appreciate you guys all being here. All 648 folks that are here right now. I hope that you guys all hit that like button. I hope that you guys do me a favor and check to see if you are subscribed to my channel. You need to check to see if you are subscribed to my channel because I guarantee you or your money back, all 648 people in here are not subscribed. If you check, it's a good chance that YouTube unsubscribed you from my channel, and it's a very high chance that YouTube stopped recommending my content to you. Some of you have written me through email and all that. Ty, I don't see much of your content no more. Are you still doing reaction videos? Are you still doing content? I thought you fell off the earth and you just gave up. No, YouTube shadow banned it. And they're going to continue to do when I put out information like this. So anyway, folks, I really, really appreciate you guys taking time out of your evening to hear me rant on this. I will be doing more videos and keeping you guys GTG said, how do you check? Look to see if you subscribe to my channel. If you are on a phone, if you are on the phone on my channel, all you gotta do is look for that red button to say subscribe. Go to my channel that says Modern Renaissance Man and look for the word subscribe. Click it. I told y'all, look, Natalie said it right there. I was unsubscribed again. I told y'all. And look right here, Miss Laura said, I'm not getting all your videos. I know, y'all. I'm telling you, it's too much of a threat. They do not like the truth being talked about. They do not like the truth being talked about. But I guarantee you, if I was on here talking about how racist everybody is, and if I was on here talking about how white people are all bad and they the reason why America's messed up, if I was on here being a victim as a black man, I guarantee I probably have 2 million subs right now. But oh no, I'm not one of those deceived Negroes that the media and that this dang on current narrative can get a hold of and have me push out their dang on ideology. I'm not one of them. And I'm a threat. That pretty much I am a threat. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am humbled by all you guys all being in here. I'll do my best to go live more often, especially when you guys are writing me saying you definitely want to see me going live a whole lot more. GTG said, okay, subscribe. Hey, I appreciate that. Keep on making sure y'all check on a daily basis that I am going live or posting video, because I'm telling you, YouTube is not going to tell you. It's not going to tell you. Robert says, thank you, Ty, for being a light through these dark days our world is going through. God bless. Appreciate that very much. Appreciate it so much, guys. I really do. I appreciate all the comments here. But with that being said, folks, y'all know how I do, and I really mean this. When you what happened? When you subscribe to the channel, see that bell right there? There is a bell next to the word that says subscribe. When you click on that bell, it's going to say all notifications and most notifications or none. Make sure that when you click the bell that you click on the word that says all notifications, because in theory, if and when I go live, or even if I make any videos, YouTube is supposed to let you guys know that I made videos. And for the last time, I thank you guys for all being here. I got more stuff I'm going to be doing. I really do appreciate it, folks. We're going to be continuing to do what we're doing. Definitely fighting for America and our sanity, your intelligence, to give you all equilibrium mentally. And I'm glad that I'm able to help you guys out in many ways. I'm blessed to be able to do this for you guys. And I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate all the gifts and the well wishes for me and my wife being married 23 years. I really appreciate it. We had an awesome weekend. And again, shout out to Jerry and Steve, who I met at the casino, had an awesome conversation with you guys. And until next time, folks, I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. And I hope and pray every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also, right here is where you can catch the next video, the latest video that I've done. But like right up here, this is stuff that I've done kind of in the past. So in this area,